Okay, let's start another Blue-Black Midrange League. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, we're against the Fog Master himself. Streamer showdown time. Who gives a fog? Oh my god. I think I just need to hit my land drops here, and I've got champions to loot stuff away once I've hit my lands. Streamer Showdown is hype. Jeez, I'm excited. Game 1 of this matchup is rough, but post-board we get some nice tools. So, play the hub turn 1, why does it matter? Oh, to like conceal info, I guess. That's fair. Hub gives less info. Could just be like a wonky red-black draw. Eep. Alert. Alert. This is a scary start. Let's try and find an untapped land for this commit, I guess. I could have like played this to set up the commit for next turn. I felt like I wanted another threat on board though. So here we are. Here we are. Blech. I'm discarding Scarab God or Champion, I don't know which. No, I want the Hulk for like, for Gearhulk commit, right? I guess I discard Scarab God. Yeah, it's just if I miss my land drop next turn, I think I want to cast the other champion. Just to get another body on board. Is the thing. Torrential Gear, folks. Oh my god. Land. I guess that qualifies. I guess that is what I asked for. Right, we're gonna commit the Time Walk when he casts it. It's gonna be great. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if he has an untapped land, he gets to hold up a fog to protect a fairy, which is scary. But otherwise, I think we're in a good spot here. Oh my god, Freed. That would be wonderful. actually ahead on time for the first time in my life against anyone. It's kind of amazing. Yep. Incoming Time Walk. Oh my god, this is so good. Get got. And we get to kill the Teferi. Just like living our best life over here. Alright, this attacks Teferi, this attacks you. So I guess we can champion here to try and hit an untapped blue source for Gearhulk. Nice, nice. I kind of wanted another threat in play. I need to be pressuring him, right? Just like build up my board. Alright, we need to fade Teferi plus Time Walk. I guess we know he has the Time Walk on top. Nice. Okay. Alright. Swingsies. Yes, there's a Time Walk coming on our end step now. I don't know what we're meant to do about that. Because we know Matt has another Time Walk on top of his deck. So I guess that means we need to fight over the Teferi instead. Instead of fighting over the Time Walks. That makes sense. Oh, it shuffles away the Time Walk. You're right, you're right. Yeah. Shuffling away the Time Walk is also just good for us. That makes sense. Siphoner just trying its hardest to fuel this Aether Hub all game. Cycling a Time Walk, sure. Deal. Alright. So I think he has one turn left after this one, right? Nice. So many cycle lands. Yeah, we get to draw 3. if he can't find a Teferi as well, which seems great, for sure. I am very okay with this. Now my Gearhulk doesn't get countered by a Supreme Will. Okay. Tempted to just commit the search, get a 2-turn clock in play. This might be aggressive. I kind of like aggressive. Just get this nonsense off the board. Sure. Taking 11. And then drawing a search and dying. Right? He's just dead. Pretty sure this means he's just dead. Because he's drawing a search next turn. Matt just commented in chat, I feel like I haven't achieved much. Which is a fair description of that game. Alright, I'm going to check out Corey's sideboard guide as usual. And I might end up changing some stuff, but it's generally pretty good. Right, so Corey says take out this stuff, just like all the Garbo removal and Liliana. And then board in anything that can attempt to interact with our opponents. And yeah, this seems perfect. This seems like exactly what we want to be doing, right? We've got some Doomfalls to answer Barol, so... Spinning wheels and going nowhere. Where do I get this Fog deck? Oh my god. There's a reason I stopped playing Fog on stream. It's because that kept happening. Do I want push for Barol? I'm not sure. I've got Doomfalls for Barol. What would I cut to make room for a push or two if I was to keep some in? I guess is the question. So I feel like I like Censor. Their mana can be pretty tight when they start comboing. I think I like this setup, honestly. I could see a world in which, like, some removal was better than a Scarab God. I think I do care about Barol, but I'm not sure how much I care about Barol. Like, I do care about Barol, but I don't know if I care about Barol enough. Because I do have, like, answers already. I think I'm going to run it like this. I feel like cutting a Scarab God for an answer could be reasonable, but we'll just try it like this for now. I'm going to keep this, because Spyglass is insane, but obviously this hand's not the best. Alright, it just got way better. Alert, alert, alert. Danger, danger. This is like a nice card in the matchup, but I feel like Spyglass is even nicer. Heh. Interesting. I will in fact be naming Teferi. And then I will be dying to this Barrel. Gonna get to draw 2, hold up Negate. It's like a pretty great Barrel. Well, this is why I care about Barrel. Like, Barrel can do some nice stuff in this matchup for sure. Just want my Siphoner in play, get drawing cards. Holy shit. Yep. Massively punished. Okay, okay, I like it, I like it. Discarded a Nexus. So we have a limited amount of time to get this Nezahal out of Matt's hand. That's like our aim here. We need to get this Nezahal out of his hand. Okay, we have a Doomfall, so we have to clear the way of the Negate, and once the Negate's out of the way we can Doomfall. So I think this turn I'm just championing, and then we can try and do Search plus Doomfall in the same turn later. I'm just getting rid of these Scarab Gods, right? Like, all these other cards are so good. Scarab God's just, like, really expensive. I think I do lose to Nezahal if it resolves, honestly. I think I can't beat that Nezahal if the Nezahal resolves. Jeez, Nissa. Oh, you mean the Barrel? Yeah, that makes sense. Grump, grump, grump. Okay. If you can't find another counterspell, we're gonna get rid of that Nezahal. Please resolve. No! Fuck! Ugh. Yeah. He's definitely drawn reasonably, for sure. Brawl is so good. It's kind of unreasonable how good Brawl is in games like this. Just like makes the deck so smooth, lets him loot away these Teferis that we're turning off. I don't know. Feel like we might want some number of them, Heather. I definitely don't want all of them, but I could see like a couple of them being better than like these Scarab Gods. The Scarab Gods just are so clunky in this matchup. Maybe I meant to attack there, like get the champion in the yard for next turn. Interesting. The god doesn't win real fast, does it? I don't know. I feel like it's so hard to actually cast Scarab God in the face of like what my opponent's deck does. They either like go infinite with Nexuses then, or they just Jaces defeat it for like 1 or 2 mana. Yeah, I agree, Freed. We just want like an early threat and then to interact for the rest of the game. I mean, you have the 1 Doomfall left for Nezahor too. Yeah, I think a Nezahor's gonna hit play, and then we probably can't win. Yep. Yeah, I think Scarab God's just like kind of clunky in the matchup. I'll try my best. We've got a game 3 coming, Rupee, so hopefully we can get there. In comes the land for Nezahor, yep. Alright, that's a problem. Amusingly, this is one of the situations where Scarab God would actually do something against the Nezahor. But, hey ho. Can't really attack, because we know he has a Time Walk in hand, so I kind of need to chump the Nezahor with my champion. To, like, just not die. It's kind of awkward, because I really would... Maybe I have to attack just to flash back the champion that turn. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like this matchup's pretty good overall. I don't feel like I need more sideboard dedicated for it. I do feel like I need to leave in some number of answers, cheap answers to brawl though. I've got Champion of Wits, so having Fatal Pushes in our deck isn't even that bad. We can just discard them, right? When they look bad. And then when they're good, they're really good. Because you just need to get this card off the table. I think I just want to cut 2 Scarab Gods for 2 pushes. It's like the most intuitive thing to do. Right, I will block your Nezahor. I think I need to take this Netherhole hit, sadly. It means the Nissa's lethal next turn, but... feel like I need multiple cards to get out of this situation. Oh, the Siphoner gets to keep Nissa in check, actually. So I can afford to take this hit. Card. Torrential Gearhulk with no instants in yard. This means I can't keep open Field of Ruin for Azcanta, but hey ho. Attack Nissa. Can chump Netherhole with Champion. Yep. Heh. I'm sure this is gonna do anything, but like, it's a good spell piss. No. Okay. Game 3. Yeah, for sure. If we keep Roll out of play, then we can Doomfall the Whale as well. Yeah, I think we just want like 2 Fatal Pushes. Cut some of these Scarab Gods. Honestly, there's a world in which we cut the 3rd Scarab God. It's just like so hard to justify casting that. Like, they bring in 4 Jace's defeats potentially as well. I don't know. There's definitely a world in which I want to take out this this additional Scarab God. 1 push, 1 hostage taker. I actually don't hate hostage taker over a Scarab God. Hostage taker can target Netherhole too. That's kind of a thing. Let's try this, I think. Let's try this. I think I like this setup. I think the Scarab Gods are just too clunky. Well, this hand is unreal. Have a Brawl answer, have our best card in the matchup, have our 2nd best card in the matchup. There's a world in which we want to just make sure the Spyglass definitely 100% resolves, but I think I'm just slamming the Siphoner instead. Get that train going. Die. Die, you filth. Stupid Brawl. Be gone. Be gone from this world. And we get to resolve Spyglass. Oh, this is great. This is great. This is delightful. not actually anything I can censor, right? I kind of just want to get my Fetid Pools down. I might even be cycling the Censor soon. Oh, I could want Censor Khan. That's true. That's true. I think I just want to cycle this. Try and find something to do in my turn. That counts. Alright. So we get to Doomfall, trade with the Negate, resolve Bloodfast. Deal. I'm very happy to resolve this card. It's a lot better in post-board games than it is in pre-board ones. So, like pre-board, I'm not that excited about this because we just don't have that much interaction to draw into. But post-board, it's like great. Nice. Okay. Land is great. Land is very, very good. So we get to pass the turn and draw 3 here. Just like dig for Duresses. We have commit up in case anything goes weird. Yeah, I'm going to try and save this for Nezahal if we can. I agree that that's a good plan. It's not like guaranteed we'll get to save it, but if we can, that would be very good. Right, we're just looking for Duresses, Negates, etc. here. Or lands. Also looking for lands, apparently. Champion of Wits is actually nice. Gets another threat on the board to speed up our clock. And digs for interaction. Alright, resolved. Not so good for us. Guess I'm just discarding some lands here, huh? I can discard a Contempt. I probably don't need 2 Contempts. Yeah, whatever. Lands be gone. Alright. So drawing cards here lets him EOT a Nexus. I think that's fine though, because he's going to get to EOT a Nexus in our turn anyway. I don't really want to fight over it with my commit. I think I'm fine with giving him 1 turn with like untapped mana to do stuff. We have Contempts for Nezahal. it's fine. Alright, now I'm gonna untap, because for the time being I'm repping Negate, which might be making him not go for it. I feel like my hand is pretty stacked now, with the Supreme Will on top of the commit. Spell Pierce is ridiculous here. This is like the dream pair of draws, right? Cheap interaction to counter Nexus, and then a lethal threat. Like, we couldn't really have asked for more. We just have, like... I guess we're only passing with double counterspell up, right? We're like 2 mana short of triple counterspell, but... we only lose to Manamorphose Chromium. We have commit for Chromium. What are you talking about, Freed? We just commit the Chromium. I would like to trade 1 mana for your 7 mana, please. Streamer Showdown victory. Oh my god. Streamer Showdown victory. Now 10-1 with blue black. Oh my god. This deck is a hoot. Still had a number of magic cards, Michael. Still had a number of magic cards. Right, I'm quickly gonna go get some water, head to the bathroom, then we'll hop into our second match of this league. Currently 6-0 on the day with this deck, which is delightful. 6-0 on the day with blue-black. Into our 7th match. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy just boarding out all Scarab Gods in that matchup. It felt pretty good. Need to remember to do that in the future. It's kind of interesting. Every match we played, I'm like differing from Corey's sideboard by like a couple cards. Yes, there is a Mew here. She is wonderful. Your opponent's 3-1. Exciting. What do y'all think? Are we keeping this? This hand is high variance. Yes, I keep. But I'm not terribly pleased about it. Against a creature deck, we feel very smart. Or against a non-creature deck, we feel very dumb. Alright, I feel kinda dumb. Never mind, I feel really smart. This is like a roller coaster of emotions, this game, already. And I'm dead. I am dead. Concede to hide info. I'm not about that life. But it is looking bad for us, yes. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Champion is the real MVP. Don't be discarding a push. Kinda want to discard 2 pushes. They haven't played a Siphoner yet, right? It's either a push or an Aether Hub. I do like hitting my land drops when they have Bloodfast active. When I have a champion in play as well. Whatever. Realistically, we're probably not beating this Bloodfast, but we can try our darndest. It's like, certainly not impossible. How am I enjoying the sewer surfing? The sewer surfing's great. We're actually 6-0 with this deck so far today, so we're enjoying swimming in this here sewer. I think I'm just gonna pass with Contempt up, right? I don't know, it's kind of rough. It feels like no matter what I do, it's kind of bad. Could look at that hand. Whatever. You just Doomfall them? Yeah, I guess they just get to keep passing with mana up now. They don't actually have to like cast anything, right? That's fair. No, I think I agree that Doomfall would have been pretty decent. Interesting. Oh my gosh, Alesha!
I'm 6 love.
Thank you so much for that resubscription. I appreciate it so much. Everyone spread some hearts in chat to celebrate Alesha subscribing again. We didn't have the blue mana for Censor, otherwise I'd have done it. They're actually missing land drops somehow, which is unreal. It's like kind of absurd that they're missing land drops over there. It's going pretty well, yeah. We're actually a 6-0 with this deck today, which is just absurdity. 6-0 in the sewers. It's like, who needs to play a good deck when you can play blue-black, huh? Hope you're having a nice time on your trip. I assume you're not back already, but... Oh, you're in the airport, that's why you suddenly have internet. That makes sense. I hope you had a nice time out there. Resolves. Oh. That's adorable, sure. I think the Censor's gonna lose value soon. Censor's been medium, I don't know. I've had worse, I've had better. I think I'm interested in holding the Censor for one more turn. Yeah, it still gets the Gearhulks at the moment. That's my thinking too. Alright, so... Aww. Thank you, other Autumn. Does this get, like, recursive eventually? Thank you. You great. I think I'm taking the Scarab God. There's a dream of censoring the Scarab God, but I think it's kind of unlikely. And it's pretty threatening with this Bloodfast flipping soon. Please tell you how to play good decks. So, the first step of Autumn to playing good decks is not registering Elephant Grass in your deck. That's the first step. It's a long road, but it all starts there. Some people believe elephant grass is good. I'm not sure I agree with those people. I feel like I want to hit my land drops. I guess I can maybe discard the Censor now, since I'm only going to cycle it anyway, and one land. This is like pretty reasonable, I think. The path to a good Enchantress list is to cut Elephant Grass. Oh my god. That was not quite what I meant by that comment, but sure. You think that's what I meant? Oh my god. Oh... Is this Gearhulk time, or just passing the turn? Definitely have to get rid of the champion, yeah. Okay, now they can hold up Scatter for a Scarab God here. I could go Scarab God, Supreme Will, but then there's a Gearhulk coming down later. So, don't think I can do that. Let's just cast my Siphoner instead. Usurp the Enchantress hating tyrant. Oh my lord. You're great. Bringing anarchy into my chat. Hey there, or. This Supremo is gonna go dead pretty soon. I think I need to just like cash it in here. Find an Essence Scatter. Ask and ye shall receive. Okay. You cannot ban the broadcaster. Holy shit, Alesha. Oh, that's great. I kind of want to cast the Scarab God just to, like, get the scatter out their hand so we could draw another Scarab God next turn. I feel like that's not unreasonable. Down with the tyrant. Alright. Well, we're kind of staring at each other, except they have Necropotence in play. Might have been a good idea for me to kill that by now. I guess if they have a Scarab God, I'm dead anyway, right? Because they get a reanimation. That's a problem. Okay. Should have fielded my field. Yeah, I agree. I guess I have this Essence Scatter for the Scarab God, right? So I'm not like 100% dead here. Censor incoming. Okay, this is actually kind of fine. We get to just, like, murder this thing. Change of plans, I guess. I can reanimate my Scarab God. And we end up staring at each other. I guess I do just have to get their one out of play, and then like hope they don't have another Supreme Will in hand, so that I can resolve Lily. Alright. No! Fuck. That's probably game over. Now we just have nothing. I guess their hand could be really weak. They have a Gearhulk though, at the very least. The fact that we were still in this game against like turn 3 Bloodfast is kind of absurd. I feel like we should have lost this game a long time ago. It's exciting. They're gonna Field of Ruin to enable Revolt. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So they can kill our hostage taker. Unfortunately, we can't return the Glimmer, so they're going to get Gearhulk Glimmer at the very least. I feel like Gearhulk Glimmer and then whiffing is like one of our chances at winning this though. Because then they won't have Scatter up for like a Scarab God. They topped both cards, which is, shall we say, terrifying. Okay. Get rid of your Vraska's Contempt. Glimmer's very good in the mirror, for sure. If I expected many mirrors, I would have Glimmers in this list. I don't feel like the mirror should be that common, but they're actually on 2 life. This zombie is lethal. Never mind. We could but dream. How have we only drawn 1 Champion of Wits between the 2 of us? Still preparing your pitchfork over there, I see. That doesn't look like it's the text for Esterad, Alesha. Doesn't quite seem like it. Ugh. Everything is dying. Why can't we draw a Champion of Wits? Somewhere in this deck. Somewhere. Go away. Shit. Right. It's a pretty good one. Get rid of the Scarab God. They've been 1 mana short of activating Scarab God every time, which is kind of unreal. Reminder that this is the game where they had turn 3 Bloodfast. And drew like 8 cards. Yeah, I'm amazed I'm still in this. Does not make much sense to me. Admittedly, probably not in this for much longer. I guess I can draw an answer to the Gearhulk and then, like, claw my way back in. Maybe draw a Champion of Wits. Make this game easy. Alright, redraw. Redraw. Can I get a redraw? Rip. Alright, alright. Making us redraw the Essence Scatter is a bit brutal there. Weren't getting there for a while. Interesting. So the mirror. So I guess we do what we did against Grixis earlier, right? And these Viziers seem pretty good, I think. I feel like we had good experiences with the Viziers earlier. In the mirror. Yeah, we did. Cool. And the Doomfall seems good. Yeah, similar plan to the Grixis matchup. How did we... I don't think there's any room for negates is the problem, Freed. Otherwise, I would quite like them. But... So earlier we just cut all the pushes. I feel like we did anyway. We cut the Censor because the game goes long. Alright, we had to do this discussion earlier, but I've forgotten it. What did we cut in this matchup? Cut Chupacabra. That's maybe reasonable. I feel like Chupacabra is better than Push. Certainly not great. That's fair. Something like this can't be too wrong. We don't have many answers in for Siphoner at the moment, but we're also on the play. Negate lets us win counters. There's just like, what do we want to board out though? What are we not playing to make room for negates? Is the problem, Freed? Is the problem demonic? You'd have the negates over the Viziers, that's reasonable. I kinda like the Viziers. Viziers were good for us earlier. GP schedule comes out today. Have they not done that announcement yet? I feel like it was meant to have happened by now. What time is the announcement? Sure, I'll keep. Like, I know the announcement's today, but I feel like it should have happened by now. Right, we got a Champion of Wits, which is great. This card is like the best card in the deck in this matchup. Just like smooths things out so much. Gives you some good long game. Siphoner, yeah. Cannot currently answer that. Currently looking a bit silly in the face of that card, huh? Guess we got this Deadlands, but it's going to take a while, and they're going to get to draw cards in the time being. Yeah, opponent had the dream. He sure did. It's not that unlikely, right? Next turn we can Deadlands this and get back in this game. 22 GMT, okay. Interesting. I am looking forward to it, whilst also being, you know, nervous because Watsy. Yeah, I can Contempt now. Instead of, like, using up my land drop, that's reasonable. I probably should have done it upkeep to play around counter magic. Whatever, let's just do this. I guess this is better than using the Deadlands, huh? I will not be at GPLA. Cannot afford it. Right. I get to swing for 2 here. Hopefully they don't have a Contempt for my champion. And we just don't, like, have that much going on. Obviously they have a lot more cards in hand than us thanks to the Siphoner. Have some answers for Scarab Gods and such though, which is nice. Probably have to counter that. Gets a counter in my yard for Gearhulk, so it's not like the end of the world, right? Not heartbroken. We're chipping away with this champion nicely as well. Jeez, they have multiple Glimmer of Genius in their deck. That's gross. They're like teched out for the mirror, huh? It's kind of more like Jerry Thompson's old list. He had like 1 Glimmer main one side. And that's perhaps going well, Chantel. Yeah. Not settled on a deck yet, but Blue-Black Sewer's been treating us nicely. We're like 10-1 so far in our last 11 matches. We had the 5-0-10-0 earlier today in our previous league. Blue-Black Sewer, Blue-Black Midrange. Sorry. I enjoy putting the deck down too much. Tell us how you really feel about it. Yeah. Oh god, they're missing land drops. They just have 6 spells in hand. That's kind of rough. If they really have that many spells in hand. Can't really afford to fight over this one. Yeah, I'm feeling that way too, Chantel. Like, people aren't playing, like, the green decks aren't as popular, and lots of the green decks now are just have, like, 2 Vine Mares main, or all the Vine Mares in the sideboard, and stuff like that. Doomfall. Okay. Well, if they want to trade these off, I think I'm fine with that, because I need to draw cards more than they do. And then we can look at their hand. See what's going on. This deck's pretty bad against the mono-red Flame of Cal deck. It's like an underdog versus Grixis, just because Grixis is like a bigger version of what this deck does. Alright, this is a problem. They get to exile our champion, and then we have nothing going on. This deck doesn't really do anything though, so we got that going for us. I can take the Doomfall, scatter the Scarab God. It's like a good plan, I guess. Yeah, I like that plan. Just like, don't let them see our scatter with their Doomfall. Doomfall's like kind of flexible in this position. Oh, this deck is also apparently can never beat Storm in a million years. But I think people have just decided the Storm deck isn't very good. So... Am I casting the Scarab God? I don't have Duresses or Negates in my deck. Like, obviously all that happens is it trades with this Essence Scatter. But it might clear the way for like a top deck Scarab God then. If we draw another one. So I think I'm going to cast it. Trade it with the Scatter. Move on with my life. I think I'm fine with that. Yeah, exactly. The Storm deck's just like not well positioned and not popular. It's like kind of hard to worry about it too much. Maybe, I don't know. That feels kind of slow to me for once. Feels like a very slow line. Like Deadlandsing my own champion and then bringing it back uses up 2 whole turns. And doesn't even put me like that far up in cards. This is an aggressive scatter. They have a Deadlands in play. I struggle to believe that this is correct. Now let us like really soft to Gearhulk or Scarab God off the top for no good reason. I'm going to hold both lands for champions. We get a bit punished if we draw a Bloodfast, but like if we draw a Bloodfast we probably can't lose. That's a very good one. Jeez. Oh, play a land in case of Scarab God. You're right, Kedrip. You're right. No, we should have done that for sure. Agree completely. Not playing out the 8th land when we have Scarab Gods in our deck is pretty loose. It's kind of hilarious how bad this deck is at like killing the opponent in the mirror. Just like both games have come down to like chipping in with Champion of Wits. Alright, that's not bad. Like filter this land into something else. If it gets countered, we can bring it back. Jeez, that value though. That value. Look at these Viziers being great. Do you believe in the Viziers now? Alright, am I playing around Gearhulk? Or do I wait before contempting this? I think I can wait. I want to hold up Scatter for Scarab God anyway, post-combat, right? So, I can wait. Just gonna untap before trying to get rid of this thing. Alright, let's start by getting rid of this idiot. Gross. I mean, if they bring this back, we get one too, right? Because we've got a Vizier on the yard, so this is actually fine. It just means we get a Vizier too. A Champion too. Like, this is actually completely fine. We get to untap Champion, find an untapped land to keep Scatter up. Yeah, this is A-okay with me. And we have a Siphoner going as well that they need to answer. Ouch. That stings. That's very threatening. Clears the way for a nice Scarab God for them. And they have a Fatal Push too. And we're a land short. No! 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 Alright. Alright. Well, I have to copy their Champion here. Right? To find, like, counter magic for Scarab God of theirs. Yeah, I guess I discard these. Play out my land for Contempt. They play a Scarab God, I get to exile it at least. Then untap with my own Scarab God active. So we're actually, I think we can actually fight through here. Jeez, opponent. Oh my god. Alright. So they needed a land here to go Scarab God activate. Depends, Freed. It's like a bit more complicated than that. Because of, okay. Okay, there's a Scarab God in play. Yeah, so they need... If they find a removal spell, they get to go... This is interesting. So what do we do? That was kind of risky casting this, right? Because if they dump, a Gearhulk in the yard, they're in trouble. What am I doing? I'm like casting my Scarab God. Scaraboo. How many creatures are even in the yard? We've got like Scarab God, Siphoner. Oh, there's like 3 Siphoners. Jeez. I am concerned that if I just pass the turn... Yeah, maybe this was wrong. Maybe I was meant to champion and try and hit an exile effect for this. I'm like really behind on mana in the Scarab God fight, is the problem. It's like, I could see this being wrong. It might have been the case that I just had to like cast champion and cross my fingers. Oh, this is a zombie? Yeah, that's pretty sick. They're gonna kill us quickly with Scarab God Drains. Did they flip any creatures into the yard? They did not. Yeah, I think I was meant to dig for an exile effect for the Scarab God. Like, I guess I only have 1 Contempt left. Maybe I wasn't on that basis. It's so unlikely. That makes sense. If I go to reanimate a Siphoner, they just reanimate a Siphoner in response. But I have to do it, otherwise I get nothing out of this deal. Because they just like force action on my end step. If I don't do this, they just get to double activate on my end step and I get nothing out of the deal and they get something when they untap. So I have to do this now just to like eat into their mana a bit. Alright. I guess I try and reanimate Siphoner, they try and reanimate over the top, and then I get it. Hostage taker, Jesus. So we would have got there with the champion. Forgot we had 2 hostage takers in my deck as well. Is this a token? It's not, right? No. If I get to untap, I can take the Scarab God out of play, maybe. With my my hostage taker. Still a Scarab God in my yard. Oh, so they get a zombie copy, right? Yeah. That's awkward. That is awkward. I guess I need to draw like a second effect like that then. Yeah. Gearhulk Contempt on the Scarab God. Yes, I need them to tap some mana here in order for me to be in with a shot. Actually, they could have killed me with the Deadlands, right? If I don't have Fatal Push, I guess. If they'd Deadlands, then attacked all, I was dead freed. I think it's reasonable for them to assume that if I had Fatal Push, I would have used it by now. Yeah, the Vizier's now in the yard today. I was hoping they'd mess that up. I kind of needed them to mess that up in order to stand a chance here, is what I figured. See ya, Lesha. Have a safe flight. Oh my god, so many things. Alright. I guess I wasn't meant to play that land. How much mana do I have? I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need to go... Hostage Taker. Take the Scaraboo. Am I dead on board? Actually, I am exactly dead on board, right? Because I can block these three. Yeah. We're really close to clawing our way back in, maybe. We had the Scarab God advantage anyway. I don't know how many they had left in their deck. I guess they have 2 Scarab Gods left in their deck. So there's a decent chance they find one here to get back in the battle. Alright, first loss of today. Still like 6-1 with the deck today. Only loss has been the mirror. So can't really complain. The Glimmer of Geniuses seem pretty potent in the mirror. Lilia's a house, yeah, Lilia's very good in the mirror, for sure. Just like, she essentially acts as like a Scarab God that you can't Essence Scatter or Jace's defeat. And that like, leaves a Planeswalker in play as well. Yeah, for sure, Freed. The fact that like none of the counter spells hit Lily is like so gross as well. So I'm not sure I want to bring in Negates in the mirror, but like if I don't, obviously she just resolves. Alright. I'll play first. Sand is great. Very strong hand. Lots of interaction, Siphoner on 2. I mean, it was only a double-edged sword because our opponent had a Scarab God in play. And like, if your opponent has a Scarab God in play, you're losing anyway, right? I think the Vizier looked pretty good that game, honestly. No. Oh, wow. They just don't have a Fatal Push. So good for us. I could be greedy here. Try and draw an untapped land for this Chupacabra. I don't hate that. Like, if I whiff, I can still just Fatal Push this anyway, right? I get like a 2-2 in play, have like some serious pressure going. On the other hand, the pushes don't do anything but kill Siphoners. I'm just going to do this. These pushes don't really do much in the matchup other than kill Siphoners anyway, which I think is the selling point. I'm just like using the push aggressively there. Alright, that's a pretty good one. Apparently the Magic Online is now all sewer mirrors. Harlook. Just like mono sewer. They could also... Oh, they're Grixis? Jeez. Bolus is looking pretty decent here. I guess we get to discard our champion to reanimate later. We can, like, Choops this. I'm gonna Choops instead of Contempt. We need Contempt for Scarab Gods. Obviously it makes Liliana a bit scary, but they have like maybe one Liliana in their deck max. What's the meta like? Mono sewer? Pretty much. Pretty much. Whoa! Holy cow. Isaref? Opponent, please. Jeez. I mean, we have to get rid of that. There's a Nicol Bolas in the yard. I'm not going to play my land in case they have another Bolas, I guess. It's like kind of bad not to play my land with the Bloodfast in play. I'm not sure. Scatter doesn't even look great if they resolve a Bolas anyway. Maybe I have to play the land because like, if they play a Bolas, I need to be able to activate Azcanta to find something that can kill the Bolas. I don't know. Magic's hard. Ugh. If I hostage taker this and they have a removal spell, I'm in so much trouble. I think I'm just gonna play it safe. So many Isaref. Alright. Keep countering. That's a good one. I get to exile this nonsense. Oh, I could exile the Chupacabra. Good call, Imbreka. That's a nice line. I did not think of that. Obviously it's a bit late for it now, I just need to exile Bolas now, but that is a very nice line. Exile your Bolas. Hope that your final card's not too strong, just be like a removal spell or something, please. Isaref is kind of scary. Forces you to keep in lots of fatal pushes. What the hell is happening? What the hell is even happening? I need to hit my land drops. Ugh. Guess the Dreadshade double Eva Hub deck. Oh. Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Mono black Bolas. We get to hold up commit, and then if opponent does nothing, we get to push this nonsense. Can't really let that resolve. I don't know how we ever beat this deck. I also don't know how this deck ever wins, like, games. So there's that. I don't know how this deck ever beats Goblin Chainwhirler, you know? Goblin Chainwhirler and friends. Okay, we get to Fatal Push the Dreadshade now, which is nice. I don't know how we're beating the Liliana, but... this is so miserable. I have to memory, right? Because I can't beat the Liliana. I guess. Just like actual dead to Liliana. Have to cast this. First memory of today. Yep. So cycle this. Hey Jim. Have to get rid of the Liliana. Have a scatter up for a threat. Obviously you need to find an answer to this Dreadshade pretty fast. Sure. Draw a card. So I don't even know what gets me out of this. We'll find something. Torrential Gearhulk does not get me out of this because they ate my Contempt. I guess it can gain me lots of life, but... I have to Champion of Wits, find Contempt. Contempt exiles this and keeps me alive. Okay, I guess I'm casting some Siphoners then. Hold up the scatter. Probably gonna see a Contempt on end step here. I could sack the champion, gain a life. I think I'd rather hold up scatter. Like, I'm dead to a removal spell either way. Okay. I mean, technically still alive. Am I interested in gaining 1 life? Oh, block the zombie. No, you're right. I'm stupid. Yeah. We should have blocked a zombie. For sure. I was thinking like sacking this stops them gaining life, but yeah. Blocking the zombie is way better. Yeah, 1 life does nothing. I just want to hold up Scatter. I think I agree. I think there's also a world in which, like, maybe I hope my opponent's hand is just like 4 lands so that I could feasibly win this game. I don't know. That paid off. Yeah, if I block the zombie, there's 1 less attacker for next turn. So I can cast this, gain 6, and block this. I don't know. I don't think I can win this game. I'm just gonna move on with my life. This seems like a tough matchup. Jeez. They just have so many 2-for-1s and so many like must-kill creatures. We're like forced to keep in our Fatal Pushes. I guess we actually want the extraction, right? Weirdly. Kills Aether, kills the stupid 2-3. Yeah, Vizier seems good too, agree. I think Hostage Taker is just like, there's such liability against Bolas. Maybe we don't want this. I think Commit also feels a bit clunky if their deck is like more aggressively slanted. Need to cut 2 more cards. I feel excuse me, sorry. I think I actually want all 4 pushes. Weirdly. They have like Siphoner, Aetherborn, Aether, Dreadshade, all of which can be pushed. I think the pushes are actually kind of important. I need to cut 2 cards somehow. No idea what I meant to cut. Yeah, I could cut the Supreme Will. It's kind of versatile. It kind of answers anything, but the Essence Extraction. Maybe I'm just not meant to have this in. Yeah, I could see that, or I could see this just being like incorrect to have in the deck. I think the Bloodfasts are good. It looked awkward that game, but I think there are going to be games where it's good. I'm not convinced Supreme Will's the cut, but I can't figure out what the cut is. So yes, I'm just going to get rid of it for now. Since we only have 12 seconds left, I have to cut something. Alright, this sounds decent. Got some interaction. And the search for Azcanta as a payoff for surviving. Love to hold open Scatter here, but I just want to get my search in play. Start getting this active. What the hell? Alright. Oh. I guess putting that in the yard just lets them activate the tracker, huh? Maybe I'm not meant to do that? Alright, they didn't find a land. Yeah, I guess there's no point in trying to aggressively flip search because they're just going to be able to activate tracker. So I might as well just, like, keep the land. I'm just going to slam Scarab God, force them to answer it. Nice. No answer for the Scarab God is decent for us. Now if we can, like, flip a creature into the yard of the search? Maybe? Or find a fatal push? Ooh, Amdra. There's another Bloodfast. What was our first round, Freed? Oh, no, we played against Fog first round. So it's not quite accurate, but... God, I hate letting them untap and being able to, like, Contempt our Scarab God now. But I think Bloodfast is way too good for us to ship. I assume if they had a Contempt, they'd have, like, probably Contempted the Scarab God already. Scarab God can't really block very well. Might as well be attacking with my Colossipede. Nice, we found something to reanimate. It's not bad for us. I like having good mana agenda. Like, the mana is just so smooth in straight blue-black. Makes you much better against the red decks as a result, I think. Nickel Bolas on top. Exciting. I could hold back both to try and block these things. I think I want to try and get my opponent dead if possible. Like, we're pretty soft to a removal spell anyway. Just swing in seems good here. And we got the Scatter to protect from a threat. We just need to fade removal. And then we should be in with a decent shot here. Obviously fading removal was a pretty big ask, but yeah. Alright, I guess I'm drawing a card here to see if I can discard something different. Interesting. So I can discard the Gearhulk, try and find a land so that I can go Contempt, Gearhulk, Contempt. I think that's my best option. So, how do I want to sequence these? I guess I want to sequence, I don't think it matters what order I sequence too much. I guess I'd like Scry first. I think you might be right. Because I kind of want to avoid putting cards in the yard because of the tracker, weirdly. Yeah, I think I agree with that. Alright, so we definitely don't want that. That's actually pretty good. That's probably actually good enough to keep, to be honest. That's probably actually good enough to keep. So, I can kill this, Contempt this, swing both at their face. And then we have Scatter up for any threats. I guess this turns on Revolt for a Fatal Push, which is like a bit annoying. Let's get rid of this Bolas. Where are we sending these? Because, like, putting our opponent to 1 doesn't necessarily achieve anything. Whereas getting the Liliana off the board is actually, like, potentially relevant. I guess putting our opponent to 1 makes them dead to, like, Scarab God Scry. But on the chance that they have a Vraska's Contempt, I think I want to get the Liliana off the board. I think I just want to get the Liliana off the board. This might be a bit greedy, but think in the world where they don't have a Vraska's Contempt, we can't really lose. So, wow. Alright. Kinda doing it. Kinda doing it. Obviously, if I know they are double chump blocking there, I 100% send both for Liliana. That was not expected. Go away. Sick. Alright. Go into a game 3. Like, this matchup feels horrendous, but we're kinda doing it. We are kinda doing it. You want to change anything? I don't think so. I almost wouldn't. There's a bit of me that almost wouldn't mind some Duress. We've seen Liliana both games. And, I feel like where their deck is, like, naturally advantaged against ours, finding a way to force through the Scarab God sounds pretty nice to me. Spyglass feels really narrow, I think. I think Spyglass is a bit narrow. You know, like, normally I would like Vizier, but we're up against Grixis midrange list, K. Normally I would like Vizier to help us grind, but I feel like we're not well equipped to grind against their deck, and I'd rather just be able to, like, protect a Scarab God. Yeah, this seems good to me. Protect a Scarab God or take a Liliana. Standard's, I don't know, Standard's pretty good at the moment. It's not, like, amazing, but I'm enjoying it enough. I am definitely excited for rotation, though. Even if I'm sad to lose my precious Scarab God. I love this card. Far too much. Alright. Please, no Siphoner. No Siphoner. We are spared. Awesome. Countering this almost feels like a waste, but I want to tap out for Doomfall next turn. And, like, the damage adds up. I think I still want to tap out for Doomfall. I did draw the Siphoner. It's kind of tempting just to play this, force them to have an answer. Yeah, kind of into that idea. Force them to kill my Siphoner before they can do anything else. Walk the plank, sure. Surprising. It's a weird one. Alright, let's just look at their hand. Scarab God, Dreadshade, Contempt. Well, let's take the good card. If we hit our land drops from here, we're actually not in a bad position. Never mind. Ugh. Tempted to discard this champion. Just hope to like draw into land drops naturally. I don't feel like I have time to cast this champion anytime soon because I'm going to be killing their threats. This might be greedy. I could see this being incorrect. It's like kind of nice just having like more raw cards than my opponent though to work with. And like we'll draw into our lands sooner or later. Yeah, red-black is really popular at the moment. That's probably the main thing to expect. There's a bunch of Esper control at the moment. There's a bunch of Turbo Fog. Those are probably like the 3 most popular decks to prepare for. Am I gonna get punished for my greed? Discarding the champion and then dying to Dreadshade of all things? This is the Dreadshade 3-color deck, yes. Nuclear. Correct. Yes, that plays. Yes, I'll take it. I ain't playing around no Negate. Maybe a bit less fog than that, but something like that. Those are definitely like the big decks at the moment. There's also like a bit of mono green going around, but that deck's less popular than it used to be, since it's so bad against the fog deck. Good poker hand. Mono scarabs. Indeed. Yeah, I'll take it. There will be something like 40% red-black, I would assume. It's the most popular deck by like a fairly wide margin at the moment. I guess I can hold the island for a bolus trigger. I don't really need the 6th land right now. They have Dreadshade, Walk the Plank, Contempt at the moment. So Liliana would be able to reanimate a Dreadshade. Oh my god, this is disgusting. Okay. They get a zombie out the steal. Yeah, tune for the mirrors, if you're playing red-black, is like a good call. Okay, I had some friends who were playing red-black in the GP and they tuned for the mirrors and did pretty decently. No, my Vraska's Contempt. That's annoying. Rude. Alright. Good draw. Decent. I'm actually going to play this land out, because if I draw an untapped land, it lets me double activate. Chupacabra. Good pupper indeed. Doggo doing work. They get a lot of draws towards a Contempt here, but... Rude. Alright. Knocks down our Scarab. I think I'm just planning on championing here. It finds my ninth land drop, right? Which seems really important, because then I get to Scarab plus activation. I have no idea. I don't play red-black. I am not very good with that deck, so I can't really give advice on it. Oh, I have to discard 2 cards. So unlucky. I guess I can get rid of this Siphoner, right? Put it in the yard to reanimate. Just like want to hit my land drops here. You need my adult. I wouldn't go as far as calling me an adult, but go ahead. What's the question? What do you request, Other Autumn? Oh, you need my adult energy. Bye-bye Contempt. I have the Scarab God coming down though, with activation mana up. They haven't shown us any counter spells in these 2 games. There's a decent chance we get to stick this god in play. Which would be like kind of the best. I have to discard a Scarab God here, right? I need activation mana up. Yeah. Means if they have a Contempt, we go down... I know, we get to reanimate our Scarab God. Yeah, this is great. This is great. If they go to flip Bolus, we get to make a hostage taker to take the Bolus. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, if they go to flip Bolus, we get to hostage take the Bolus. So we don't care about that. So we just pass with the mana up. I guess I can attack with my champion token. I lose a zombie trigger, but they probably can't block. Realistically. Because then they put their Chupacabra in the yard for us. Yeah, they can chump like this, but we're fine with that. Right, they hit us with Bolus, that's fine. We'll just go to 9, I don't really care. We're just going to be super patient here. Before activating Scarab God. Duress, sure. Siphoner's not gonna do it, friend. Siphoner is not gonna do it. Right, let's do some nonsense. Let's get back this Siphoner. Yeah, opponent needs a push to not die, I guess. Fair point. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. So I can kill the Siphoner. Reanimate the hostage taker. I guess I just attack all, right? They're probably dead. They're like F6'd as well. Wow, this matchup feels so horrendous, but we managed to get there. We just like tried to remain flexible with our sideboarding, right? So that we could respond to like what we saw from their deck. It kind of paid off. Alright, I'm gonna head to the bathroom a sec, then we'll hop into our fourth match of this league. Are we playing Sliverblade turn 1 every game? Sounds like me. Sounds like something I do. How does my guaranteed 100% locked in Nationals deck feel? Highly mediocre. But hey. You know, sometimes you just have to sign up for highly mediocre and accept that it's your future. Have we just like always been boarding out the Censor? Should like the Censor just be a more high impact card? It's Kind of awkward because I want cheap interaction. I think cheap interaction is very important, but I'm not sure Censor's the cheap interaction I'm looking for. This hand seems not good enough. 6 lands and a Scarab God. Alright, kinda interested in this. Just like more interaction against whatever they're doing. Is one main board Duress over Censor ridiculous? Probably. The answer to that is probably. Is this like so bad against the red decks? Is the problem? Yeah, sure do have some Siphoners over here. So I'm just gonna try and scatter this turn. Wait for the Chain Whirlers to hit the table before I throw some Siphoners into play. Wow, okay. So I can kill the Soul Scar, exile the Scrounger. Means I don't get to keep holding up Scatter, but I'm sure Scatter will be good at some point. As long as they don't have a Phoenix, this works out well for us, I think. Gross. I mean, it's kind of like a 1-for-1. It's not the end of the world. So returning Scrounger. God damn, Curry is so good. Is it ridiculous that I feel like I just have to never the Courier? It feels so embarrassing. I just don't know how we beat this if it sticks on the table. That's a good question, Nuclear. Storm is probably the hardest matchup, except for the fact that, like, I think I'm just hoping that no one plays Storm, because the deck isn't very good. Jeez, rough. Don't think I can win this game, sadly. Like, obviously I'd like as much interaction as possible for red-black as I can. I think I'm a slight favourite in the matchup, but, like, it's going to be the most popular deck, right? Guess I have to get rid of the Bloodfast. We're, like, so far off of setting up Bloodfast Scarab God anyway. Seems about right. Okay, well that was a mauling. Just like not even close to being close. So bring in more, what did they just do? Bring in more removal. And bring in the Spyglass. And we took out the Siphoners and one Champion. Is this the first time that red-black finally bests us? We've actually beaten it a bunch so far. We're like 3-0 against red-black. Only 1-0 today, but like 3-0 over the last couple days. So I think the matchup's kind of fine, but we were definitely mauled alive that game, which is very weird. Their draw wasn't like that strong, it just lined up well against our interaction. They just like tripped us up at the right points. And we missed land drops, which, you know, does not help the case. Don't know that I can keep this. It's very clunky. Alright, this is a bit better, I guess. Got a lot of interaction in this hand. Liliana's not great in this matchup, so I'm gonna bottom her. Try and find like a good threat. I could hold open Scatter, but I don't care about their 2-drops that much. How do I beat this? Like... I guess they only have 2 lands. This Spyglass looks so embarrassing right now. It's just doing nothing on our Mortar 6. If this Spyglass had been like a Champion of Wits, it'd be far better. So am I just naming Chandra anyway, or am I just like naming one of these activated abilities? Like name Bomat Courier or something. They're never gonna empty their hand, so I'm not convinced naming Bomat Courier is correct. I guess I could name Scrounger. Kinda like that. I don't know, I'm not convinced this Spyglass is doing much of anything, but Scrap Heap's probably the best name out of the cards they have. Alright, so we're looking to have them miss land drops mainly. We'll gladly scatter the Bomat Courier. If we can go land into Scarab God and they miss land drops, we probably win this. If that's our plan, then naming Scrounger makes lots of sense, since Scrounger can eat creatures from the yard. Okay, kinda doing it. Not convinced this courier matters too much. I think I'm gonna get rid of the bigger threat. Like, preserve our life total a tiny bit. Obviously they get to disintegrate Scarab God this turn, but then we get to recast it. And just hope they keep missing land drops here. Alright, they are not missing land drops. Hostage taker. Interesting. Yeah, I think taking courier's fine. Get to trade the hostage taker with the scrap heap, contempt the glorybringer, the Hazoret. Glorybringer's going to be tough to beat though, unfortunately. Kind of need to draw like another exile effect on top of this one. Suspect they're not actually meant to attack here, right? Because now Doomfall can exile the Hazoret. Jesus Christ. This is just... So if they can go land Hazoret, we need to have Contempt up. So I guess that's what we're doing. I'm not really in love with this. There's like an argument for casting the Scarab God, hoping they brick on a land drop. Or a 1-drop. And then like we can untap and have Scarab God hostage taker up. There's like a lot of crossing our fingers in that. I mean, it's not just land drops, it's also 1-drops. Inject Helio. Like 1-drops also let them attack. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. It's tough. Like holding up Contempt like this, oh my god, are they just not gonna cast anything? Just like weed this Contempt out of us. I mean, I can't cast Contempt here. Just have to take the damage. Fuck everything. Okay. I'm gonna do this, I think. Go up to 6 life so that neither of the threats are lethal. Obviously land makes Hazoret lethal, but like... Now, so we're dead to the land. We're dead to untapped land. But otherwise we get to untap and have Scarab God hostage taker up. I guess we're also dead. I guess, no, 2-drop just puts us to 1, right? So we're actually live against the 2-drop. Strike would do it too, I guess. Yeah. They don't often play Strike nowadays, though. Fucking hell. Yeah. This is so gross. It feels like everything we're trying to do is being undone. Is this just how the matchup normally plays out? Like, were we just getting lucky beforehand? Yeah, opponent has played this incredibly, for sure. They have played it very, very well. Like, if I was in the opponent's seat, I would have never won this game. And now we're just dead to Hazoret activation. Yep. Yep. Is this just how the matchup normally plays? I don't know. I feel like against worse players we'd have won this, but that's not really saying much. It's not really useful information. No, we're 3-0 in the matchup up until this point. Corey Burkhart reckons that this deck's like a very slight favourite over them. Alright, on to the next one. This is probably going to be my final match of the day, so hopefully we can finish that out on a good note. Get the 3-2. They just didn't cast anything on the turn we left Contempt up. It's like a very, very good play. It's not even not casting Hazoret, it's like not casting Glorybringer either. Just forcing us to have to Contempt their Chain Whirler and then not having an answer for any of their either of their other creatures. It's just like super tight play. This is looking bad for us. A bunch of Fatal Pushes against the control deck. And they have their best card. Okay. At least they're missing land drops, but they're not going to be missing land drops for long with Search active. Scarab God is generally pretty bad against... If they're on blue-white control, it's pretty bad against them. If they're on like Esper, it's maybe a touch better, but... Search is very messed up, for sure. I was saying to some people the other day that like I actually just dislike that Search exists. From the perspective of like... I think it's such an absurd card in Control Mirrors. Like whenever I play Esper Control and end up in like a mirror or something, and like my opponent resolves the search and I don't, or vice versa, it just feels like the game's over half the time. Like even if you have the Field of Ruin for it, like they get to disallow the fields potentially, so you're not even guaranteed to get it off the table. Cast the Scarab God, I guess. Have to like do something, right? Can't sit here doing nothing forever. Opponent, what you gonna do? I don't know, I'm still pretty nervous about the prospect of registering this deck for the weekend, even if we have been winning with it a lot on stream. It just feels like kinda mopey. I'm aware that I should probably just be playing red-black, but I just really struggle to win with that deck. Even the red decks feel mopey now. Why is that the case? It's sewer, you're supposed to feel mopey about it. Oh my god. Isn't that the truth? Jeez. You like the Flame of Cowed red decks? They seem reasonable, for sure. Very also seems reasonable. I don't know, I'm not convinced Fog's very good at the moment. I think people are pretty well prepared for it. I think Fog is like very powerful when people aren't prepared for it, but when people are, it's pretty unexciting. It is super fun to play. I love playing the Fog deck, for sure. Like, playing the GP last weekend with the Fog deck is like one of the funnest experiences I've had for a while. Sure. I don't know. I didn't find the shuffling that big a nightmare with it. You just have to, like, play super fast. But it's not actually a problem. So, like, a lot of the developmental turns are... Let's cast this champion. This game's probably over, but I'm kind of curious to see if they have a win con other than Teferi. A lot of the developmental turns can be, like, kind of complicated with Fog. But once you're going off, there's, like, a bunch of, it's like a bunch of shorthand you can apply that makes things not too confusing. Just, like, figuring out what routes are optimal in terms of, like, guaranteeing you draw nexuses and stuff, and then sticking to them. KCI boggles my mind too. I kind of want to learn it at some point, but... Okay, maybe Gearhulk. I'm pretty happy moving on to the next game now. They're going to be able to kill me in a timely fashion. Blue-white control, huh? Spyglass seems great. Duress's, Spell Pierce, and all this counter magic, and the Search. Excellent. So we have like 10 cards in. Fatal Pushes can get out the deck immediately. This Censor's just been so bad. There should probably not be a Censor in this deck. Chupacabra's bad, Hostage Taker's bad. I kind of don't hate some Essence Scatters because of Gearhulks and such. I think Never Return's not great. Typically I like trimming on this stuff against these blue-white decks, just because you're hoping to deal with Teferi with like Duresses and counter magic, rather than leaning on Contempt and letting them get a 2-for-1 out the deal. I'm still not sure about the Hardened Scales deck. The one time I played it, it did not feel terribly impressive. It's been putting up a lot of results recently. People seem to keep winning with it. What do you think of the red-black deck from the Orlando top 8? I have not actually seen it. I will go take a look at it now. So it's the Orlando top 8. If this is like a very normal red-black list, I will not be able to give much feedback. It is very normal. Seems fine, I don't know. Spire of Industries are weird. I've not seen those before. I feel like Spire of Industries like maybe asking for trouble. Yeah, I don't like no Chandras. I quite like the Lightning Strikes, since they're removal that can actually do something against Turbo Fog, which is nice. No, I don't know a huge amount about red-black in general though. I've largely avoided playing the deck because it's not really my style. What do I think the banned and restricted announcement is going to be? The only thing I could possibly see happening is KCI getting banned, or like something from KCI, but even that I don't think will actually happen. Like, I guess I can't speak for Vintage either, because I don't really know that format, but as far as, like, Standard, Modern, and Legacy, the only thing I could really see happening is something getting banned from KCI. There's, like, plenty of stuff they could unban in Modern, but I doubt they're going to ban and unban stuff at the same time. Also, I think they're going to wait on unbans anyway, because I think unbans are, like, a resource they can use over time to reignite excitement in the format. There's just no reason for them to unban something so soon after they got rid of brought Jace and Bloodbraid back into the format. Ban Pot of Greed, OP, oh my god. That's a Walking Ballista, that's a pretty good card. Let's take this search for Azcanta. Walking Ballista is actually kind of problematic against our Siphoners. Answers them nicely. I am of the opinion that they should not ban stirrings, personally. I think stirrings is fine. I think stirrings helps add lots of, like, varied and interesting decks to Modern that might struggle to exist otherwise. I get that Tron is really unpleasant to play against, but I think it's a fine deck to have around. Lantern's been hurt enough the last few months. Like, the existence of KCI is so bad for Lantern. That matchup's almost unwinnable. Oh, yeah. That's a search for Azcanta. We're in heaps of trouble now. Especially if they hit the 4th untapped land for their Ballista. They just get to, like, Plague Wind us. Yeah, Tron is pretty unwinnable too, agree. I guess I'm discarding Contempt plus Scarab God. I kind of want to hit my land drops. I want to be up to Liliana next turn if possible. Oh, they have a Negate in hand, huh? Maybe heaping the Liliana is a bad idea. I feel like they're going to Ballista us next turn. They might just do it for 1 though, just to kill the Siphoner and hold up Negate. There's a world in which I meant to discard the Negate instead, but I feel like it's good against, like, Settle the Wreckage and such. Huh? That's a good Ballista. Now if they have a Teferi, they get to tuck the Scarab God. Kinda punished for not keeping hold of the Liliana. I figured they'd play it safe and just, like, ping the Siphoner, hold up Negate, maybe, but this play certainly works out a lot better for them. Please no Teferi. Okay, that's pretty good too. Alright, well, if they ever kill these champions, we get to draw a lot of cards at least. I'm interested in just keeping the Negates, maybe? I need to get... like, I might just have to use a removal spell on this at some point, but that feels so miserable. Maybe heaping Negate is bad because they get to pressure it really well. And, like, if we're ever returning a Champion of Wits, we're tapping out, so we kind of want stuff we can cast proactively rather than reactively. Oh wow, never mind. Keeping Negate is awesome. Keeping Negate is the one way we win this, apparently. It's a pretty messed up draw. hopefully they don't have 2 counter spells in hand. So making them counter this means they aren't leveling up Ballista too, which is nice. Sick. Yes, I want to keep hitting my land drops now I have Bloodfast in play. Ooh, so now they're hoping to counter the Bloodfast on the way back down. Yeah, blue-white control seems very, very good at the moment in Modern. I've been tempted to learn that deck myself. Imagine it's something I'll end up streaming at some point soon. Good job on getting to the finals though. That's still like really decent showing. They're just leveling up Ballista here. Or is this a Gearhulk? I don't understand what's happening. Oh, settle the wreckage. Maybe this was dumb. We knew they had the settle in hand, right? If we get to resolve the Bloodfast, it's all fine. We're going to have lots of mana to use on the Bloodfast. Right, I'm really hoping this resolves. If it does, it's very good for us. Jeez. They just had the other negate, which they didn't have last turn, because... yeah, we're pretty dead. For sure. Against active Azcanta. Are there any creatures even in the yard? Okay, there's a Siphoner. There's a Siphoner. Six, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I guess I'm passing the turn. When they activate Azcanta end step, I get to get rid of the cast out. So as long as they don't find a negate here. I've got a seal away, okay. So let's get rid of this cast out. Whilst they can't have disallow up. And make ourselves a Glint-Sleeve Siphoner. It's a 4/4 now, so it can't be ballisted. Yeah, commit memory is sweet. I agree. Being able to like interact with anything, despite being blue-black. Like getting to interact with that enchantment there and such. Ooh, that is a very good draw. Can't even, I guess it can be disallowed, but we know they have a seal away in hand, so I kind of don't want to attack at all. Grixis is fine. I kind of like how clean this mana base is, though. Like, you just have so many untapped lands, it's really smooth. My favourite thing I've done with the card is cast Memory with a Teferi emblem in play. It's way more exciting. God damn it. I guess I still cast this. If they ping it, I get to reanimate it. Right? So it still works out for me. You probably don't have that many Fumigates in against me, since the card isn't very good against blue-black. I guess they get to cast out the Scarab God, huh? And then ping my Siphoner. I'm not playing Teferi because I'm playing a mid-range deck. I'm playing blue-black mid-range as opposed to, like, control. If I was playing, like, Esper control, if I was playing blue-black control, like, maybe I'd play Esper instead. I don't know. The mana base on this is really smooth. It's also its curve is really high. And this deck is, like, mainly looking to abuse the power of Scarab God. Which makes it hard to, like, have more 5-drops as well. Like, if I'm playing Teferis, I don't get as many Scarab Gods. And this deck is just, like, really looking to push Scarab God as much as possible. Case in point, please don't have any counterspells in hand. They don't have a counterspell here. This is going to be really, really good. Oh, bait the seal away by attacking. Good call. Maybe we should have done that. And then, like, guarantee this resolves. That's interesting. That might have been correct, actually. Fuck. Yeah. It would have worked out way better for us, huh? Jesus. That's so good. Alright, I'm gonna spin this wheel. Give them as much to answer as possible. Yeah, I agree, Nuclear. I think it's good. We're now at the point where, like, we just have to... Like, they have as many resources as they want, right? We just have to try and overwhelm them. Hogpog, thank you for the huge host. I appreciate it. Welcome to everyone joining us. We're playing some blue-black mid-range. Deck is pretty sweet. Ooh, okay. How do we want to do this? I kind of want to get rid of the Azcanta to start, maybe get a Disallow up their hand, and then slam some threats. Start by targeting Azcanta, force them to make their choice now on how they want to use mana this turn. Okay, they're spending their mana activating it, that's fine with me. And they did find a replacement mind, but... Thanks, Hogpog. Hope you've had a good stream yourself. Right, now we cast Liliana. How we could win this game is slightly unreasonable. Like, we're actually ahead right now, I think. Because of commit memory. Like, that commit memory was so good for us. Getting to redraw a hand and overwhelm their resources. Like this. Kefna, what the hell? Yeah, I guess that resolves. The turn 12 spell pierce, I know, right? So good. This bird is kind of scary. Yeah, the bird's not looking bad here, for sure. I need to find a Contempt. We don't have much time. Search plus Syncopate. Huh. Let's say take the search. I get to draw... I guess I can cycle this as well, huh? So actually I get a couple more draws here. Cycle this. Field of Ruin can take out Archer or Vraska, maybe? Is this indestructible? Yeah. Oh, there's a Scarab God in our yard. Don't know what that does, but... Casting the Siphoner presents lethal. Draw again, go for the kill. I kind of want to field that Arch. And then, like, present lethal. Can bounce a land if I try and field. Huh. Good point. I obviously just don't know what this card does. Can't attack or block. Hey Kentrio. I cannot remember which of my opponents you were, but it was nice meeting you two. I have to assume. Let's cast this. They syncopate, they don't get to draw a card here. Awesome. Oh, round 11. Okay. I faced 5 red-black decks that day. But I know I had some good games against red-black in like the middle of the day. They cycled the farmlands. They're going to activate Kefnet here, right? We've got Negate. I don't really want to draw another card here because it makes their Syncopate a bit better. I think I just want to hold this open. Like, they have to deal with this board somehow. They need to draw a bunch more cards to make Kefnet even able to block. To Fairy... I guess I counter that question mark? I kind of want to counter a Settle the Wreckage, is the thing. What does this even do? Entering this is probably fine. Cool, we got the Negate out their hand anyway. So they can still hold open Settle. They don't get to have Kefnet open to block though, so if we find a single piece of interaction, we kill them. So I guess that means we're just like drawing as many cards as possible and trying to go for the kill. Yeah, Doomfall does it. Doomfall should seal the deal, as should this card, I guess. This only puts 2 cards in their hand, right? Yeah. Alright, would like to see what's going on over there. If you wouldn't mind. How did we win this game? That commit memory was, like, absurd for us. Like, just, like, YOLOing the memory when we're miles behind, and it worked out. We didn't see any Gearhulks all game then. I think I'd rather have... Not Chupacabra. I'd rather have the 4th Contempt back in if we've seen Kefnet. And take out 1 Scatter. We don't have a threat, but we have lots of interaction. I'm probably going to keep this. I'm not in love with it. Needs a Siphoner or something, but it's well set up to take advantage of one if it draws one. Weird. Guess I just take this. I need to kill that Ballista at some point, but yeah, opponent's hand is strange. I guess we're both keeping sketches. Yeah, this game is going to be very strange, agree, if they don't draw an island soon. Alright, so I'm just going to fire this off as well. Oh, they have the blue source. Okay. Pretty sure I want to get rid of this Forsake the Worldly. It's going to be annoying at some point. Since our best cards in the matchup are the enchantments that we want to try and like force through. Can use this Field of Ruin to find a blue mana, which is nice. Okay, and we have the Contempt for the Ballista too. Okay, we're in a fine position now. Obviously we don't have all the time in the world, they kind of have inevitability over us if we don't have a Bloodfast in play, but oh, I'm stupid. Now they can disallow the field activation because they didn't do it upkeep. Shit. This is really bad. That could actually be like game losing. I'm going to try and Supreme Will into actual blue source here, I guess. If they counter it, I get to kill the Meandering River to find an island and have Spell Pierce up. Awesome. Oh geez. Now I just want to resolve this, right? They have Syncopate Mystery card. Fairly sure I just want to resolve this now. If we can like fade it to fairy this turn, we're going to be in a great position now. With Bloodfast active. Please no to fairy. Just like one turn. One turn is all we need. Sick. They're just leveling up Ballista. They're not even holding open Syncopate. They're just trying to like pressure the Bloodfast so we can't get as many cards out of it, I guess. Am I going to be greedy and draw a card? Try and hit my land drops? I might have to be. I can't afford to miss land drops for much longer. It means I'm not gonna have blue mana open on their next turn, which is like obviously very scary for me. But I just need to hit my land drops, I think. Fuck. Might actually just die to this Ballista if I don't find a land soon. They're gonna hit in for free here if they level up. Okay, now they're holding open Syncopate because they have a faster clock now of their Ballista. So they figure they don't need to level it up anymore. I'm just gonna pass the turn here. Just plan on drawing a card. Have open counter magic. If I had a second black source, I could kill the damn thing now. I guess we're getting the second black source now. This game has been very odd. It's been very, very odd so far. Just like all about this Ballista. I thought we were the beatdown too. If we can get the Ballista out of play, I think we're in a good spot. Because we have the backup Bloodfast once this has been like made to flip. But we have to get to that point first. I saved the Field of Ruin to answer the flip side now. Okay, gonna draw some cards. Find an untapped land. I said, find an untapped land. Oh, am I just going for this? Probably just have to. They have a Syncopate though. They just get to counter it really easily. So what, I have to pass the turn. Let them hit me for... They get to Syncopate around the Contempt. Is also part of the problem here. I guess I need to Champion of Wits then. Like use up a counter and try and dig for lands. Oh no, then they Syncopate and kill. I just can't beat this, right? I just can't beat this situation. I've just like missed lands for too long. Okay, they're like letting the champion resolve, which is very good news. I can discard this champion and the Bloodfast. We draw... I guess we're still dead because we didn't... Yeah, we're still dead. If they want to go for it. They can... I guess they can only put us to 1. They ping champion, level up Ballista to 3. Oh no, and then they level it up in their turn and they kill us. This is kind of unreal. The Ballista's won them the game on its own. Just like couldn't do anything about it because we were missing land drops for too long. Yeah, that's kind of gross. It's a very sad game to lose. Luckily, blue-white is not very good, so I don't expect to face it very much. But the matchup didn't feel great for us. Even the game we won, it felt like we got very lucky to win. That's a disappointing follow-up league. After the 5-0-10-0 earlier. Soul Spike. This is in like the Howl of the Horde nonsense, right? I feel like I've seen some Howl of the Horde Grizzlebrand decks with Soul Spike before. Oh, that's kind of a sad end after the 5-0-10-0 earlier. Deck still put up decent results. I think we're like 11-4 with it across 3 leagues. Feels pretty good. I don't know if it's what I'm going to play at Nationals or not. I am concerned that red-black players who are actually good will be able to walk circles around it. We're like 3-1 against red-black, but the one player who seemed like really, really competent with the deck just like beat us very easily. You still have no idea what you're playing this weekend? Same. Strong same. I need to decide tonight though. It's like probably between this or Esper, but like I'm not excited about either deck, really.